the home of the Rockets in wonderful Houston, Texas. And with tip-off.
Well, guys, whether it's jilted fans in Utah or a player's feelings after an unwanted trade, we always hear that saying, there's no loyalty.
Great stuff, David. Thank you. When we think about Porzingis, some consider him the heir apparent to Dirk Nowitzki as the best big man to come from Europe. Certainly the potential is there, would you think?
The potential is there. The knee injury really worries me. I don't like when the tall guys get injured, and it's something we've seen my whole life as a basketball fan, whether it's been Yao Ming, Bill Walton, Ilgauskas. I think the technology is better now. I love the way he was playing before he got hurt. You know, he was 30 a night there for 6 weeks at one point. And his inside-outside game is the perfect stretch five because on offense, he can be 25 feet away from the basket. On defense, he can protect the rim. I really worry about the Knicks, though, and just how much bad luck that team's had. And any player should be nervous to be in the Knicks. Try to get traded, Porzingis.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Robinson is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And there's Money. And it's Knox in at the 3.
He's a high percentage scorer for a reason now. Capella, an alley-oop specialist.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Bill Commissioner Adam Silver believes the 2K Esports League will have the staying power of the NBA, the WNBA, the G League. A pretty powerful comment to me.
And I hope he's right because I want to be the lead color guy. I want us to be the team. Why can't it be us, Kevin Harlan?
Are you kidding me?
Let's do that. Cut me the check.
Sign
As Rasheed
me
Wallace
up.
would say, CTC, cut the check.
Bill Simmons is here.
I'm ready.
Eustace passes to Paul. Got it. Good job in the low post. Paul's got his first basket of the night.
You know, it's really quite remarkable how well Paul operates on the inside. I mean, he's not just a perimeter player. I mean, if he can get in tight, he's going to do it.
Here's Money, defended by Paul. Money passes to Knox. A second chance effort. And Robinson with the layup.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. I mean, they really crack your back when you give teams second shots like that.
Bill, several of your books have been bestsellers. How did it feel to see your work so well received around the world?
I think I was really happy that the basketball book did well because I spent a long time writing it, and it was 700 pages. And when it got mailed to me, it was so big, I thought people would just be terrified of it. And, you know, it turns out,
they embraced the
yeah,
size.
I think they did. They liked it. I designed it for people to be able to put on their toilet or bring on an airplane or whatever they want to do with it. But I was always amazed that there wasn't a basketball book that tried to kind of group all these other books and some of the opinions and all the misinformation. Like the fact that, honestly, the reason I wanted to write the book was just that people thought Wilt Chamberlain was better than Bill Russell. And yet every single thing written in the 60s was that Bill Russell was better. And all the players would say Bill Russell was better. And when they played together, Bill Russell's team won. So it's like, how do we get to the point where people think Wilt Chamberlain was better? So it was that, some other stuff that made me want to write the book.
Bill, you've watched the NBA evolve. Talk about some of the biggest changes over the last decade you've seen.
The three-point line and the threes or foul shots philosophy, I think, is the biggest thing. Just the pace of the game has really improved and to a really pleasing way for fans. Like just what Steve Nash was doing last decade and those Suns teams, that everybody's playing that way now. I think the social media and the players basically getting rid of the wall between them and the fans, using social media, using Instagram, and we just feel like we know these guys better. And their ability to control their own message now versus where they were 10 years ago, it all started with the decision in LeBron James and has carried through this whole decade. And these guys now, they can get whatever message out they want. They can criticize the president. They can criticize their own team. They can ask for a trade. If they get called out by some writer or somebody who writes a hit piece, they can go back at the guy and sick all their fans on the writer.
And here's Porzingis for a 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Now a timeout called by Houston. We've seen Money really having a great game.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on you.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Al Jefferson's checked in for Capella. Marquise Chris comes in for Fareed. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Eustace. And Knight subbed in for Paul. Rocket 6. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Harden's got 5 points so far. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Motley the pass to Money. From deep. They get the rebound. Takes a 3. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Six seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Harden. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Bond. The Knicks leading by 15. Here's Money. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
It's stolen by Moutier. And so it's New York holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be right back after this. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland. He said he never imagined he'd come this far.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that far. I would say that's even past my dreams. I mean, now I'm just living the moment, trying to work hard as I can, and just enjoy the present. Enjoy the present.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Knicks. Conley out there with Van. And there's Money. Then it's Moutier, and it's Ntilikina in at the 3 spot. The Rockets making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well.
How much do you want?
Checked in. Count that one. And that's now 7 points for James Harden.
That's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the floor for New York here in the 4th, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Robinson is out there with Porzingis. And there's Etuan Moore. And it's money in at the point.
So dangerous in these sets. Paul is a maestro at running the pick and roll to perfection.
Here's money. Off target from outside. Fareed outside. To the inside. Harden can't hit.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Oh, I'm surprised he couldn't put that away. I mean, the defense clearly botched an assignment, leaving him open.
Paul goes in. Poked away. Shoots. Harden's shot is off.
And sometimes, you know, you don't capitalize off a good shot or a good look. Still, you got to keep letting those good looks fly.
Here's Money. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Money's got 40 points.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
So both teams making some changes here. A minute 50 left in the game. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Yeah, refusing to give up anything easy. Solid defense, and I like that attitude.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. Brandon Knight comes in for Paul. Here's Harden, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Noah Vonleh. Mark, we know you were a great athlete. Would you have enjoyed playing at the pace we're seeing in today's NBA style?
I hope I could have played in today's game. Again, I was not an uber athletic guy. Athletic enough to get things done on the court. Was a skilled basketball player more than a great athlete. So the athleticism of today might have challenged me a bit. But I still think I could have played and been effective in today's game.
I agree. Shot clock at 5. New York needs to get off a shot. And there's the bucket from Motley.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Knicks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
Well, in a dominant year where we've watched this team battle night in and night out all season long, this will bring their win total to an impressive 69.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And, Greg, that's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Money.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Knight kicks to Eustace. Knight into the lane. It's good.
And, you know, Jefferson is a skilled big man, knows how to spread the floor with his passing ability.
And so here is New York. Pass to Trier. New York moving it around. Here's Money. He's guarded by Knight. The pass to Trier. Here's Money. Fires the 3. It's good from long range. Money's got 46 points.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, it's completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Off the inbound pass. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking.